Good morning, guys. We are on our way up to Bridgeport, West Virginia. If you guys want to stick around today, I'm going to bring you into the auction with me. We're going to be loading 8 units going on up to, or going down to Chattanooga, Tennessee for CarMax. We're going to be bringing them all down there, but I'm going to take you guys through the entire auction process of getting our gate passes to finding the cars, locating them, inspecting them, and putting them on the trailer. So it's going to be a pretty long video today. If you guys are interested in that, please go ahead and stick through. And if it's something that you guys like that kind of content, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed already, subscribe to the channel. But this is the load that we got on today. We are going to be bringing this up there to, like I said, Bridgeport, and we will be making sure all these, it's a 9-car load going on up. And we'll go ahead and have a happy customer. We're going down to St. Albans, which is right next to Bridgeport. So literally, I will drop these units off and have about a 10-minute drive down to our next load. So let's get going here. Let's go make some money, and I will see you guys up at Bridgeport. Let's go get unloaded and get our cars out of the auction today. Alrighty, so we made it up here to Bridgeport, West Virginia. We're going to be dropping these off real quick here. I'm not going to spend much time talking right this second because I'm going to set my camera up. Hopefully be out of here in the next 20-25 minutes. But I'll show you guys in a couple minutes here. I no longer have AC for this week because I decided to catch a stone or something in the grill, and you can see where there's a little tiny hole in the condenser, so that's going to go ahead and be kaput. Get that fixed later today. Hopefully take this over to the TA when I get done tonight, and hopefully not sweat too bad today. But see you guys in a minute. I'm going to set up. Alright, so if you see on here, we are looking for a Dodge Ram 2500. Lane is EX37, and the color right there is white. And we have a white Dodge. I don't know if it's a 25 or, nope, that's 15. We're also looking for one of those. 2500 might be the one back there. But yep, GR15. That's one of them that we're looking for. And I see this white one back here. Let's see if this is our 2500. So, wander over here. And EX37. EX37. Let's make sure she starts. And then we'll go from there. Alright, so let's push start. We're running. Get a little bit of air conditioning. Cool, fuel's 3/4 full. That means I get to drive this one around, not have any issues. Let's pop that down, walk around real quick, make sure we don't have any major damage. Because I will have to push these in, I'll just go ahead and push them in now. Make sure there's nothing that's going to fly out in our bed. And we're pretty much done inspecting this one. Let's check this side, back end real quick because I wasn't able to get back there. Looks fine. This is my other 1500. So I'm going to go ahead and walk over here. Now this is a tonneau cover, so you're not going to be able to back this one on. This one has to be pulled on no matter what. So make sure this one runs, check the fuel. If it does have enough fuel in it, I'll just leave it running with the 4-ways on. Bad, and it barely started, so hopefully we got almost no fuel in it. Cool. that makes life good. We'll let this run for a second. Charge up. But this is our next one. So I'm just revving it up a little bit. You can see right there. Charge that battery just a little bit, so when I get back I don't need to use my jump box. But let's go find the rest of our vehicles. Alright, so I found those two. This one is our 2500. What I usually do, set them upside down on the seat over here. And this one back here is our 1500. We found both of those. Now we're going to have to start looking for the rest of them. So the next one is a GMC Transit lane GR13, and it's white. White ones are usually pretty easy to find because they kind of stand out from the grays, the golds, the tans. But what we're going to do, I'm going to pull out of here and then start driving our lanes looking for a GMC Terrain. What I like to try to do, if I can, is I will locate it, start it, get the AC going so it's a little cooler in the vehicle when I get back to it. But the AC don't even work in this one. That's always fun. Oh, no, they were just shut off. But I'll turn the four-ways on, and if I got a lot of space like I do over there, I will usually pull it out into the lane a little bit so people can get around. But I can just walk in and spot it quickly. Golly, it's bumpy. But we're looking for a GMC Terrain. Oh, I got a Compass. No, I don't. I got a Cherokee. Sorry. There's a GMC Terrain over there. What year are we looking for? 2021. I don't think that's it. But let's drive over there and look. So just kind of flip around. And it was over in this lane right here. So just keep looking. Oh, there it is. Right up there. See the front end right there. I think that's too old. But it's a C18. I'm looking for a GR13. So that was not it. Plus, oh, that's a 2011. I thought that was too old. Now we just kind of look forward as we drive down through here and try to spot our vehicles. There's our Compass, which is a CE31. Let's find our Compass. We have that one is an HX. The other one is an E, so that one's not it. There's another Cherokee right there. Looking for an EX or an HX. Oh, HX19 and HX19. Cool, found it. So now, put this in park. What's our VIN on this one? Oh, there it is, man. I'm missing it. 3169. Ugh. So now wander over here. 3169. Let's see if she starts and check out her fuel. Ugh. What do we got? 2 keys. She started. Seat sliding too far forward. Fuel's almost empty, but we're fuel range low. Nope. I'm going to roll the windows down, make it a little easier for me to spot, and turn her back off. Let's go find our next one. So, we do this over and over and over again, but we found that one that was HX19. HX19. Upside down in the seat. And start looking for our next ones. Back trying to find that GMC Terrain. This is why it takes a little bit sometimes at the auctions. At the bigger auctions, I always hire a car puller to locate my cars for me. They'll pull them out, put them out in the, what's it called? Put it out in the truck lot for me, and I don't have to deal with all this, especially like this guy right here, parked across those lanes, so I can't get over there. I can't get over there at all. That should be fun. Sometimes there's idiots everywhere. But, yeah, parked right across all the lanes, shut the whole thing down. That's very, very helpful. Oh well, I'll pull over here, go locate my cars. So, let's go walk it now. So, now we'll go wander this way and try to find a white GMC Terrain or Compass. I don't remember what my other ones are. Those are the few that I'm looking for. So, there it is. I bet you that's the one. White GMC Terrain, GR13, VIN 8660 or 8360. Dyslexia will get you every time. So, here is our next one. Because that lane's blocked, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to go pull this one over there so I can keep looking for the rest of mine. So pull on over here and go locate the rest of our cars. How much fuel we got? Oh, we got plenty. So leave the AC running. Keep looking. Let's see what our next car that we're looking for, though. Terrain, GP. We're looking for a silver Chevy Trax and a gray Subaru Impreza, a gray Highlander. I think the Highlander's across the way, and another Cherokee. So, all right, let's go find our cars. So we're 7 minutes in. I'm just going to go ahead and turn this off, locate my cars, and I will see you guys in just a minute. Alright, that took about 15 minutes or so. Just found all of our vehicles, and this guy's still parked. Crossed all the lanes on the one side, so we're going to have to move a couple cars in order to be able to get ours out. Like I said, could have pulled forward another 15 feet and only blocked one half of the lanes off, but nope. He had to block all of them because some people don't use their heads at all. But I digress. Let's head on over, get these things out. This truck is not going to be going on first. What I'll actually do, especially at the auctions here, I really like finding the trucks first, like I said, because then when we're driving, I can kind of look down like this and check out all the window stickers to find my vehicles, but also you never want to have 8 vehicles on or 4 or 5 on and realize that one of your vehicles has a giant lift kit or a ladder rack or something like that, especially at the auctions. So I like to roll through the auction first, find all my vehicles, make sure they all start so I know if I got to bring a jump box back in, and then go ahead and start pulling my vehicles out. And because I was already driving the pickup, I will go ahead and put the pickup back. So hang on 1 second here. How you doing? Ram 2500. Alright, so because I was already driving this one, I'll go ahead and park this one outside the gate and start grabbing the rest of my cars. I'm just going to pile them all up real quick and then turn around and start loading them up. It just seems to be a little easier than starting and stopping the truck a dozen times. I'll just go ahead and park them and then throw them all on real quick. So swing through right here, pull on up next to my truck and start stacking my vehicles up. But spend a couple minutes, go get the rest of them, and I will see you when we start loading. Alright guys, here we go. This is going to be a little bit of a longer one. But let's go ahead and start loading this truck up. Got 8 vehicles to put on. 2 of them are going to be trucks. So we'll be putting 2 trucks on the top deck of the trailer. And 3 on the head rack and 3 underneath. So first one, I am putting my biggest SUV that I have. This is going to go in spot number 1, as you guys probably know at this point already. I go ahead and just use my mirrors to back up. So we'll back this thing all the way up on here into the pockets. Almost there, and there we go. We'll park this one and move on to the next one. So that's number 1 on. You'll see I go ahead, move all of my straps out. I put my gloves right there so I can just grab them, throw my first wheel strap on over my tires right there. So I'm going to go ahead and set this camera down and start doing that. So I grab my gloves, and then so strap number 1, throw this on. This won't get tightened on until I get my second car on, but I just go ahead, hook these all in place while I'm up here. I like to step down onto the first rung. Hopefully we'll have this done in under 45 minutes. You guys can watch the video and tell me how well I do. And then I just hold on to these posts, take my foot, and more or less just hand tighten that first strap in the wheel pocket on. Come on, cross over to the other side, and same thing. This strap goes on. This one's not gonna be tight until I get done with the next car, but that one's on. Same thing with this far corner here. That strap's in place. Same thing, take my foot and just kick the ratchet to hand tighten that down. Now I gotta flip my 2 floppers back here, so sorry about your ears. We're gonna have it one more time right here. Those are done. So next I'm going to put on my next biggest car, which is gonna be that Terrain. That's going in spot number 2, but I gotta drop my decks down. So I wander up here, get this little deck behind the head rack up and out of the way to make room. Then I go ahead and drop the deck on the back of my head rack all the way down. And I know people that don't do that, but for the literally about 35-40 seconds that you save by loading it all the way up, my theory is you gotta save a lot of time to make up for a fall and a broken arm. So go ahead, straps are all out of the way. I'll drop my trailer down, make the connection. There we go. And Took my gloves with me. And the only reason I'm putting the two biggest units, or the two biggest cars that I have, or SUVs, on first is I have those two trucks, and I want to put my smallest two SUVs and my Subaru Impreza underneath, so that way it just makes it easier to get down to height. I could easily put this terrain underneath it, and the Chevy Trax and one of the Compasses, and still make height. But why bother, or why run the decks close to the roofs of the vehicles underneath them when I don't have to? So this one, number 2, I'm just going to go ahead and pull on. Nice and easy. Almost there. And parked. Put the parking brake on. Where is it? Right here. Parking brake's on. Now we got to strap number 1 and number 2 down, and we'll strap them, tighten them all the way up, and then go ahead and park everything where it goes. So take this deck, move it down, What was that? Oh yeah. Yeah, you're all set. I'll move it when you guys put another car right there? Alright, give me 2 seconds. Well, when you guys come back through, I'll move that out of the way. Yeah, no problem. Alrighty. So we'll go ahead, strap this one down. And this is my pattern. Tighten car number 2 down all the way. Get everything adjusted. Throw our straps. And the key to know if you're making good time, because with all your cars out here, you should most of the time be able to strap and load without the truck shutting off. The United Road trucks shut off after 5 minutes of not using the hydraulics. And other than when I strap usually my bottom deck, the truck shouldn't shut off the entire time. Should be fast enough that I can tighten these down, get the decks moving again before the 5 minutes is up. So we'll go ahead and put the Chevy Trax on next. Put that one, spot number 3, underneath our terrain, and that'll come down to height with ease. Won't even have to really think about that, just simply because Chevy Terrain's not a tall unit. Chevy Trax's a small unit. You'll be able to get this terrain down to height over the windshield and roof of that Trax very easily. Technically, I could put a terrain over terrain, an Acadia over an Acadia, all of those very easily and make height, even if you got a sleeper. That's not one you really even got to think about. There we go. Those two are strapped down. We'll go ahead, raise our decks, get these out of the way, and move on to the next unit. So all I'm going to do now, raise this up. I put the front bumper of this one over the top of that deck behind my behind the first car there. Put it right underneath the front of this one, and it'll be out of the way, nice and easy. Then I'll move my straps on deck number 3 right here, and we'll go ahead and slide this one in. So now that one is all the way up. Bring the shotgun back in. Now I'll raise the back end up and out of the way. That's good enough. Make sure this one's all the way up. Throw our, go ahead and throw our pin in. Get the strap out of the way. I like to walk around the front of the truck right here. And go ahead and get this one out of the way. It's such a short vehicle. I can't use my same normal pins or my same normal parking spot. Set my pins, grab my, sorry about your ears, flopper right there, flip that over, grab my next pin. Now I'll leave my gloves right there, come on back here and get this other one. Give me 1 second, I'm going to go ahead and move the camera here, because I got a guy that's going to park right in front of you guys, so move this so he can park right here and make sure y'all can still see everything. That should be good. All right. Go ahead. Chevy Trex has a little bit of damage to her, but have that all marked up. We'll go ahead and back this one on. This goes in spot number 3. Now, just so y'all are aware, these Chevy Trexes are very, very, very narrow. So this is a lot less of trying not to fall off the side of the trailer and a lot more of trying not to fall through the middle of it. So with how narrow it is, I can leave both sets of mirrors out and still get on to this deck nice and easy without having to think about it. And that looks like a very good parking spot. Leave this one here and move on to our next one. As we get out, I usually just grab right here and then step down nice and easy. You can see, park right in that little opening. Back here, tons of room behind to the back of the truck. That one's a nice easy one. I am gonna have to grab my gloves though. And we will go ahead and start setting up for our trucks. So what we're going to do, we're going to flip these two floppers back over. And grab our handle, get these up and out of the way, and then I got to open my truck pockets. I'll show you those in a second. Put one back here. We'll go ahead and open up both these truck pockets, and then the plan at this point is going to be, we're going to put the 1500 on next, 2500 on the very back. I gotta go ahead and suck that deck all the way back in, but I'm gonna go ahead and put both Cherokees under here and the Impreza under the 2500, and we should be able to make height super easy. But now we just wait until we can get this deck all the way back in. Make sure neither of my front two straps are getting caught, and they're in. So just gotta be careful, because sometimes your strap will get sucked in right here, and then it's a nightmare to try to get out of that spot right there. But like I said, normally to make this even easier, if I was doing 9, I would have put this 1500 up on spot number 1. But you gotta look, we have a, ooh, very messy, but we have a, have to get that back in there. Maybe. We have a tonneau cover, and if I were to back this on, the tonneau cover is going to blow, and that will turn around. Alright, that's not working. And if the tonneau cover comes up, it's going to flip this over right across the roof of the truck and probably take the windshield out. So hang on one second. There we go. So now we'll turn around. Please start again. This thing is the one that's got the shot battery. But we'll pull this one on next and make sure we don't hit the other cars here. But make sure this one comes down to height nice and easy. Take it slightly easy coming up into here, down, there we go. And I went through that, the wheel pocket there, simply because I wanted to straighten out just a hair, because the truck kicked slightly sideways on me and I wanted to back in a little bit straighter. There we go. We are all set. Go ahead and park this one, and now we'll put the 2500 on. The only thing we will have to do is scale, because having the 2500 on the back of the trailer in such light vehicles, I do just want to double check and make sure we don't overload the trailer axles and get a ticket on the way back. But we should be fine. I just, like I said, I want to just double check. So, take this one, same thing, 2500. We'll go ahead and put this one on the very back of the trailer, and we only have 3 more left. And I think we're probably about 20, maybe 25 minutes into this load. So we'll throw the straps on these real quick and hopefully be out of here in another 10-12 minutes. I don't know if you guys saw that truck pulling in. He has, oh no, he's got 2 straps on. Had the 2 straps on the passenger side of the pickup truck he had on the back of the trailer had fallen off. There we go. Now, let's go ahead, get our straps thrown quick. I always start up at the truck. So, throw these on. See, straps will fall off of used cars more often than new cars for a couple of reasons. Used cars, tires could be completely bald. Makes it difficult for the straps to really get a bite and hold themselves in place. So you got to be a little more cautious. Or sometimes places get a little overzealous with the tire shine and pretty much lube even the treads of the tires up. That'll make the straps slide off a little more often or a little easier. Or like here, we're driving on these stone parking lots. They'll pick up that sand and dust, and that also almost acts as like a lubricant to allow your straps to fall off very easily. So if you're hauling a lot of used vehicles like this, just stop a little more often than normal. Keep checking your mirrors, see if you see a strap flopping around, and just be careful. Last thing you want to do is lose all your straps on the vehicle on the back of your trailer, whether it's top or bottom, and have that thing slide off on the highway. Makes for a very bad day. It's never happened to me, knock on wood, but never say never. So just try to be careful with stuff like that. It's just something else to think about when you're hauling used vehicles. The other thing that can also get you is if one of your vehicles has a low tire, you go cranking down and the sidewall flexes as you're driving down the road, and it bounces, and slowly that strap can work off the sides of the tires. So just a little food for thought, something to think about. Rather keep y'all safe than have an issue and I get to see your load spread all over the interstate on YouTube. I've seen enough of those, so let's try to not have those issues. Alright, we'll strap down the other side here. If you guys like this kind of videos, please, please, please hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Come on. There's no reason to not be. It's completely free. Doesn't cost you anything but about 2 seconds to hit a button. It really helps my channel out. So, please, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the dang channel. We got some good content on here. We got some good people that'll help other people out. And let's build a great community of car haulers out here. And all help each other out, make this industry a better place, one day at a time. Also, if you haven't heard, Jack Cooper has purchased more transport. So if you are a mower driver and you don't want to drive for the union, feel free to apply to United Road. You can go ahead and use me as your referral if I'm the one that convinced you to come over. I know they are really, really, really trying to comment on if they are good or bad, but I know a lot of people have very strong opinions, and if that's something you want to do, please go ahead and tell us why you decided that the union is where you want to be. I'm just curious, because like I said, I've never been a union guy. I don't know personally anybody in the union that I can bounce questions off of, so feel free to give your reasons, because you never know. Like I said, I'm not a union guy, but maybe there's someone that is watching that is something they want to be a part of, and maybe you can help convince them to come on over. So just let me know. Like I said, just curious what your thoughts behind it are, or if it's just they bought it and you're just gonna see how it is for the first couple months. If that's your reasoning, like I said, let me know. Let everybody know, so that way we can see in the comments and get your thoughts about it. So I don't know if you guys can see up to the front corner of my truck here, but I always keep this half-gallon water bottle. I put it on a big carabiner. Oh, my truck shut off. Guess I'm working slow today, talking too much. Put it on a big carabiner so I can hang it right here on the side of my truck and get a drink when it's hot out. On hot days, I'll easily blow through 2 of those water bottles a day. Alright, let's go ahead, get these things up in the air, get our wheel straps out of the way, load our last 3 cars, and I'm heading home for the night. I'll make it down to my house this evening and probably spend half the day at home tomorrow while they fix my AC on the truck. I'm sure they're going to have to order a condenser in. I will, in a few here, I will pop the hood and show you. You can see the green Freon where it came right out of the very center of the condenser. So those things aren't that expensive. Well, at least they didn't used to be. I've bought a few over the years. I want to say maybe 100, 150 bucks. And then actually charging the AC, I think that's usually like about another 100, 200 bucks, something like that. So be a quick $300 fix. I don't know if United Road will have them replace, I forget the other system. There's like an evaporator, something system in there, water separator, something like that in there, that usually if you have to open the system up, you replace that. But these aren't my truck, so I don't know if they'll replace that or not. But let's go ahead, get our straps out of the way. We are going to be parking very far forward on this deck, so flip those floppers, or flip those tie down points forward. So what I'll end up doing is I'm going to be trying to put both Cherokees on this deck underneath so I can flat load it and not have to worry about getting that 1500 down over the windshield of the Cherokee here. So I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Toss my gloves off to the side. Let's go ahead, get that mirror in. Put the black one on first. I did this once before, probably about 10-12 videos ago, and it worked, so I'm going to try doing this again. So it should work, shouldn't have any issues. Let's make sure you guys are still recording. Should be, but yep. Oh, look, 33 minutes in. We might still make that 45-minute cutoff that I wanted to. So this one on, and like I said, we take this really, really far forward on this deck. See, I'll show you. Normally, we would park right there, that tire just touching that flipper. I'm actually going to take it all the way to there. And we'll go ahead and put this one in park. Parking brake on. Oh, gotta roll the window up. Hang on. Start back up. Gotta roll the window back up, because in case it rains, don't need to soak the car. Oh. So you'll see we are really far forward here, so we will have to be careful on our turns. But now I can park this other one right on that back deck, and that should be nice and easy. We will park these things pretty much bumper to bumper here, so that way I can, like I said, drop it all the way flat down to the ground. Alright, just a hair farther. There we go. Right there. Let's go forward just a smidge so I can open this door. There we go. Alright. So the reason I did that is now I can get this down to where this right here, or the bumper right here, comes down over this deck right here. I can slide this way down, which will put my wheel pockets in front of the windshield right there. That is the reason for doing it. Got plenty of space right here, so we will be fine. I better suck the back end of my trailer in. That Subaru is all-wheel drive, so I can't do the trick that I normally do and suck it in with the shotgun there, because if it's four-wheel drive, all four tires will need to turn, and that won't work very well. So there we go. That's all the way in. I'm going to go ahead and charge my trailer up at this point. Let it start rising, and we'll be out of here in just a few 5-10 minutes. So this isn't that hard of a job to deal with. Takes a little bit of thought to get this all down and kind of learn it, but at the end of the day, this is a very good job. So if you're interested, like I said, come on over to United Road, put an application in if you think this is something you'd enjoy doing. It is, I enjoy it. Like I said, it's fun. You get to drive a lot of cool cars, and you get to drive a lot of regular cars, but you also make good money doing it. You get to see the world, well, country, not really world, but put this one on. Like I said, I always back it on, because then the ramps you see underneath the 2500's tires come down right here over to the windshield, and it's nice and easy. There we go. We're all loaded up. Let's throw some straps. Try to get this all Alright, sorry about that. My wife called. So I just moved the strap from right here to that one and kicked this flopper down. You'll see it on the other side. I gotta take that one there, flip that down, and go ahead and finish strapping up here. But no, like I was saying, this is a real good job, pays very well. If this is something that interests you, feel free to use my name as your referral, because I do make a little bit of money off that, and it gives United Road an incentive to not tell me to stop recording videos. So let's make them happy so I can keep doing this, because I enjoy making the videos for you guys. But yeah, if you want to come on over, they will train new drivers. I'll say some yards are a little harder to get into than others, just because like my terminal has 1 or 2 trainers only. I don't train, not that I wouldn't, but I won't, just simply because the way I drive isn't very conducive to the way a lot of people do, and I wouldn't be able to train very long if people couldn't keep up with me. I'm not talking about on pace, but just I work my clock, my 14-hour clock, down to nothing every day, and if I still have time left on the 14, that is only because I drove every minute of my 11-hour clock out in the day. So there's a lot of drivers that just don't like that. Also, there's a lot of drivers that have told me that they wouldn't be able to just hit the road like I do first thing in the morning. My routine is I stop at my very first truck stop, get coffee and fuel, usually within an hour of leaving out, and then about 2 hours after that, I will usually get rid of that cup of coffee, and then after that, it's 8 hours later when I have to do my 30-minute break or I'm unloading. That is the only time I stop the truck. So just a lot of people that isn't the type of driving that they would enjoy doing, and I parked on my strap. That's fun. I'll grab my hand ratchets off the top, throw them on this car. Just a second here. So I'm just gonna set these straps back into the middle. I might be able to use the other side, but if I can't, then I'll just grab I always keep 2 hand ratchets on the very top deck of my trailer, so I'll just grab those, throw them on the back tires of the white Cherokee right there, make life easier on me instead of trying to climb back in, move it, readjust. That is the specific reason I keep those wheel straps there. So the front of this car here may look close to the back of the truck, but it's really not. It's at the end of the day, that is roughly where we used to always park. And if you are driving a 75 footer, you still park your truck or your vehicles that close to the back of your head rack. So I'm not worried about it. When you do that, you just understand that you have to make wider turns. You can't just crank it into a parking lot, which, where I'm going, I won't need to jackknife this truck around at all. So that shouldn't be bad. And yep, parked right on top of the box for this strap right here. So we'll grab some ratchet straps, throw them on, set these straps on this deck. I'll drop that in. I didn't kick out this little flipper, so get that done. Now we will go ahead and finish dropping everything down. Put our pins in our lowest setting right here. We should be good. Almost done. Out of here in a couple minutes. Drop this all down, get everything pinned, grab our height stick, check our heights, and get the heck out of here. So, just a couple minutes away. I got sweat in my eye. So that's down. Go ahead. Plenty of room right there. Cool. Alright. Send that here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop that down just a little bit more. Right on the button. Which, if you're wondering what I mean by the button, it's the 10 pin. The little drill spot on your decks, I call them the button. Two, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. All right, get up here and get my strap. Ah. Alright, got my hand ratchet right here. There we go. That one's down. This side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. right there. Alright, I'm up here. That's where I keep my spare hand ratchets for exactly when something like this happens. That's tight. Finish lowering everything onto our pins. Looks like we should be down to height, but always double check your measurements. Make sure you are down to height with your load stick, or height stick, whatever you want to call it. That way you don't accidentally hit a bridge. There's no reason to not check it. It takes 2 seconds to walk the whole truck, and what are you saving? 1-2 minutes by not checking it, and how many hundreds of thousands of dollars does a bridge strike cost? Especially if you own your own equipment. Here at United Road, it ain't gonna cost me nothing but a deductible off that car and possibly my job, but there's no reason to make that mistake. Be safe, grab your height stick, double check your work. So it's like high school all over again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put this one in 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I know for a fact that terrain is going to be down to height. 1, 2. Oh, I'm on 3 now on this side. I know for a fact that terrain will make height right now, but like I said, grab the damn height stick, double check your work. Got to lower this one down 1 pin hole because the other side I can only get spot 3. There we go. Everything's resting on their pins, and now we height stick. And I will say, I don't know for certain that those trucks are down to height. I don't haul enough trucks anymore to have my spots memorized on where they gotta be. So set this rate to 13.6 and we are good. Come back here. We are good. Let's check this truck. Oh, not even touching. Cool. Tons of space. Let's see how much space this one has. Great. 13.6.5. So that one is easy enough to drop down. I'm not going to even bother worrying about it. Not for a ½ inch. So, guys, I appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. If this is what you want to do with your life, go ahead, become a car hauler. It's a great industry. I love it. And see you on the next one.